Welcome back. You're watching Make in India, New Deal for Defence. I'm Shereen Bhan. Hindustan Aeronautics is training its guns on Dalal Street. The company's IPO is all set for a takeoff middle of the year. Rituparna Bhuyan spoke with the HAL chairman, who's not waiting for the government's nod to develop aircraft prototype. In fact, a fifth-generation fighter jet is already in the making. He also revealed that 159 light combat helicopters, the Dhruv, will be delivered by this year. Take a look.
So we are preparing everything for this IPO, and then previously also, as the system needs requirements as a defense industry, we require to have certain concessions in putting up the data into the public domain.
Right.
So that took little time.
Right.
The sanctions or the approvals to come onto it. July, August, we should be able to be ready for moving.
So that's the time you will be filing the, starting with filing the DRHP?
DRHP would be ready, and then the lead listing people are already working onto it, because the audited accounts plus compliance of Ind AS for the last 3 years to be certified, and then we would be able to file this. We are aware of every action which need to be taken. So put onto it. Towards July, August, I think we should be able to go filing this.
India is now thinking of developing a fifth-generation aircraft, the AMCA. If you use your experience in developing the light combat aircraft, would you then expect a much shorter period of development for a new aircraft project like say the AMCA?
Definitely, I'm saying the learning process is really good. Now, let's take on to the HTT-40. When did we start? And then within 18 months we started flying the aeroplane.
Within 18 months?
Yes. Right. It could be done because one is it's a 3D process. We have a digital mock-up onto it, and the risk mitigation plans are on place. Right. There is a lot of learning. What we learned, yes, there is a project which got delayed by us, IJT. It's about 14th or 15th year, while everything is met, but we are not able to spin and install the aircraft. Right? Yeah. So, but the learnings of the IJT on the HTT has turned us much closer. Like that, the LCA, the fly-by-wire technology or the control law, it's developed by Indian scientists, ADA, HAL, NAL. So that gives a greater leverage for you to incorporate it. If fifth generation fighter, which is going to be co-developed between HAL and India and Russia, lot of sharing of this technology would be there, and the what share which we are talking in that is much to creating the heart of the fifth generation fighter.
So HAL is ready for a fifth generation fighter?
Definitely for fifth generation fighter.
Right. Okay. Now let's talk about the very important point that you raised about being a systems integrator. 70-year experience in creating this company. Going forward, we understand that you would want to now be a systems integrator rather than have this in-house systems taking responsibility of the subsystems. Give us and tell us the strategy that you have in mind as far as being a systems integrator and changing the way you work in these projects.
Right. There are two ways of looking at it. For whatever reasons, when we are created, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, right from the raw material enters in the gates of HAL, a flying platform goes out of the gate. So everything is within one roof called Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. That was the need possibly at that time. Now, as we are coming now, as the requirement is moving, Indian industry is mature. Indian entrepreneurs want to participate in the defense manufacturing. Right? There is a lot of positive encouragement given by the government of India. But these makes us, HAL, be responsible to create a proper ecosystem for the defense technologies. While it is possible for HAL to invest, add the capacity, while that is one way of doing it, which we are doing past. Now we are looking at example, let's see, LCA, light combat aircraft. We have created a capacity of 8 aircrafts. Done. We know to give the compensate to the delays, we are increasing it to 16. HAL participating the money, you see the change. We are putting the money and customer is also sharing to have, as a supplier, I will have a cold heart if they are with me. Next is, with the enthusiasm in the industry, we have outsourced major components. While we have more than 2,000 suppliers to HL, right, who does all the components and small aggregates. Now we looked to them and said, look, if you can manufacture the major modules, if you split the LCA into 4 major modules, wing, center fuselage, front fuselage, rear fuselage.
So which companies are doing
L&T was given for wing, complete wing manufacture, and WEM Technologies is given center fuselage, and 2 other companies which have taken front fuselage and rear fuselage. What we use here is, while you could be a L1 for 2 modules, center fuselage and a front fuselage, rear fuselage, but we said we'll give it to only one because we are experimenting with you first time, right? If they really make and deliver to us, you see, even though I've created a capacity of 16, the inputs of this industry would make it to whatever they supply plus 16 plus 8, 9, 10. So when this comes, I would be only an integrator, and even the manufacturing part of it would be passed on to these people. So while we are moving cautiously, we expect the industry would be able to do it as a risk mitigation at any point of a time. If any place is not successful, we have a backup plan. But like if you have to make 100 numbers of helicopters of various varieties, one, I can create assets and industry and everything, but then if it can come from the Indian industry who are very enthusiastic of doing it, and we have put all the things on our website, LCH, all the body has to come from Indian industry. The gearbox can come from Indian industry. The blades can come from Indian industry. And to the extent we have declared that HL would give the ALH TOT to any Indian industry if they are willing to manufacture.
Are you interested in participating in these projects?
There are many people participated. We were successful. The case at LCA is successful, and now we would be selecting the partners for LCH, ALH soon. Maybe it should not be more than 6 months. Within this, we should be able to do it.
That's a wrap on this special edition of Make in India, New Deal for Defence. Do stay on with CNBC TV 18, your destination for anything defence. Thanks very much for watching.